Not so long ago, I returned to one of those games called Mafia III, which was called bad and something that felt absolutely nothing like Mafia II and Mafia I. Now, while I hear those people, I think Mafia III should be treated as something else entirely, because I honestly think if you look past Mafia III's name, it's actually a pretty decent game. Now, let me explain this. Mafia III, and I'll say this upfront, isn't Mafia II or Mafia 1. It definitely has flavors from it, but honestly, I think it just feels different. It's set in New Bordeaux, or New Orleans in real life, and you play as this guy called Lincoln Clay, an ex-army soldier who served in Vietnam. While I think the character of Lincoln Clay is decent, I also think his character development is what sets him up to become who he becomes in the game, losing himself, out for revenge, and while this is typical, we see this in most games nowadays, the way he gets there is way interesting. Lincoln Clay is taken in by the black community who raised him, but everything changes when he gets back from the war and some crazy stuff starts happening. Not going to spoil what's going to happen for those who haven't played the game yet. Yeah, guys, I think about you too, but this sets him up to become who he becomes in the game. For the missions though, I think they can get really repetitive at some point. It's mostly go here, kill that, kill this, blow this up. And while I think it's okay if you don't mind the repetitiveness, I really think it's the story that carries the game most of the time. You take over certain areas or neighborhoods in this game that generate you an income through some interesting individuals that you meet throughout the game and who want to work for you, taking your biggest rival down. Now again, I'm not going to spoil you who that is, because I'm a good guy, guys. But enough about the story. I want to talk about some other interesting stuff that made me kind of surprised, if that's the right word for playing this in 2026. Like, you can just enter some houses and steal someone's Playboy magazine and Lincoln is just like, hey, nice. Or the 60s settings with the music from that era blasting through your car speakers. And yeah, honestly, the music was so freaking good back in the 60s. Like, wow, I didn't even realize that. And some of the music I heard back in the game, I had no clue it was from the 60s. Or the fact that Lincoln just smacks a guy's freaking guard's head against an incinerator and you can just totally feel it. The guy is literally a freaking tank, guys. I think Mafia 3 deserves better if you look past some of these boring repetitive missions and stuff, right? But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But there is another thing that really bothered me. It's how long it takes for this game to get into the good stuff. Like, seriously, the game starts you off with an introduction to the story, how it's set up. And I get it, guys, but I am almost a day into this game. And yeah, it takes so freaking long to get to the good stuff, where you get introduced to all these interesting characters that will help you take down your rival, where you take over certain neighborhoods, get a cash flow from them, and buy new upgrades. I think it just takes too long to get there. That's my point. Especially for most gamers nowadays, right? Including myself, not having a lot of time anymore. And is taking a bit longer wrong here? No, I don't think so. But for 24 hours later, in my honest opinion, I think maybe 4 to 5 hours, sure, it's good, right? But let me know what you guys think down in the comments about this. Am I wrong, or do you actually agree here? Now, after years, I also finally got to check out these DLCs that I've never played. And let me tell you, one is actually pretty good, and the other one had me like, what the freaking... Yeah, you finish that sentence, is this. This is not Mafia anymore, but more like a fictional horror, voodoo, whatever, like story while disguised as LA Noire. Not sure how to explain it, but those who know, they know. And I think the DLC was a huge misser here. Now, the other DLC takes you to a new area, and it's actually a pretty decent area, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, really damn short, and guys, this was the DLC that I liked the most. Why did I make this so short? But to be real with you, should you give Mafia 3 a second try or play it for the first time if you haven't already? Yeah, guys, now this isn't like Mafia 1 or Mafia 2. No, I think Mafia 3 has a whole different aesthetic and a whole different feeling to it. And I get it when people go, this is not Mafia. I get you guys, I totally do. But then again, it really isn't a bad game. yet also not the best in the series, all right? Let's get that straight up. It's really not the best in the series. But let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me on this? I'm just rambling here, I know, but I had to get this out in this video. But are you going to give it another try, another shot? Let me know, because I am honestly curious about this game in 2026. Are people still playing it? Or is it just me? Or do you guys just completely freaking hate this game? Let me know down below, and thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate your time. Peace.